Hey everyone, we are back coming to you live from Newmarket, Ontario. This is the Metropolitan Split from the Canadian National Pickleball League. This is game 2 of match 1. We've got men's doubles, Louis Charles Amyot about to serve for the Montreal Lions. Here we go. Big forehand coming from Bruno Chavez.
1-0.
Bruno Faletto.
It's early for us. We just started. It's okay. I think this will be a really good good matchup here. We've got 4 pretty dominant males on the court.
I think Bruno Chavez is an MMA fighter. Not a bad mistake to make.
Wrong sport.
Yeah.
Wrong sport, Sarah.
1-2. Side out, point 3.
And this drop there from Louis Charles.
3-1.
Some quick points so far.
True, very true. Yeah, we saw some extended rallies from the women's doubles game. Yeah, and that flick is just too good coming from Fajardo.
2-3.
And we see Lucas Wong looking to counter that from such a low position.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see him maybe try to reset that ball.
Patience from the veteran player, Ernesto Fajardo.
4-2.
Bruno coming way over for that ball. Ooh, there's another net cord. Unlucky, that one lands just out the back.
5-2.
Six two. Bit of a lead already for Grand River Rapids. Okay. I'm surprised Bruno didn't attack that one high ball. He chose to reset it, and I think Louis Charles got off with that one.
Flamingo dinks.
He's really good at those,
Yeah.
too.
Light
Really-
on his feet,
Yeah,
Bruno
he's
Faletto.
Really opting to take the balls out of the air whenever possible, for sure.
Really patient in that rally, waiting for the right opportunity to strike.
And Bruno's such a fiery player, and I like when we see him kind of slow it down and wait for that opportunity to attack, but he does so well at just forcing it as well.
Yeah, and what we've seen in the past, Reese, because the Montreal Lions are 2-time defending champs, we've seen a little bit of intimidation from the other side. Not, feeling intimidated, I should say. Playing Louis Charles and Ernesto Fajardo. I see zero hesitation, zero fear, zero intimidation from the Grand River Rapids.
He called it out. Side out, point 4.
Okay, ball lands out the back. Bruno just checking with Joanne, the ref, to see if she saw it, and she did, in fact, see the ball was out.
Same pattern here, Reese. Okay, I like that Louis just got himself involved.
Wow.
I really love that play coming from the right side.
Yeah, it's like Bruno just feeling really comfortable doing those flamingo dinks on that one leg, nice and soft and gentle, and Louis says, I'm going to switch up where this ball is going, and really great shot from him.
So now balls going towards Lucas Wong, but Chavez, or Faletto not having any of it.
No. So I think that ball hit him, maybe in the shoulder area.
6-8.
Wasn't able to get out of the way.
Chest.
Just
a prelude to the World Cup match coming up later this afternoon. The hands.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, and that's how it ends.
And the rally that way. Wow.
That ball was, in fact, in, I would say as well.
Wow.
And that's a great rally. Add that to the highlight reel.
Yep, for sure. That is CNPL Pro Pickleball at its finest right there. And if you are watching and streaming us on Game Plus TV or on YouTube, it does not do it justice. You definitely need to grab a ticket and come and watch here. Grab a ticket on Show Pass. Come check it out. I really thought Bruno was running in and going to finish that, but it's really never done when you have Louis Charles on the other side.
It's true. I think Faletto eased up just for a blink of a second, and
yeah,
just like that, the rally carried on.
Yeah, I mean, you don't expect that to come back, and it just does when you have hands as quick as Louis Charles.
Side out, point 11.
As my good friend Brian would say, same guy.
11-8.
It's like when you do something really awesome and then the next one you miss like a drop. Hard to tell. Looks good.
Yes, that ball caught.
9-11. Side out, point 12.
Just hitting the tape. Elsie hoping that would just kind of roll over, but unfortunately not. Wow, great return.
Here we go. And really, it's actually Faletto just not letting that ball go towards Wong right now. Nice setup from Wong.
13.
Yeah, it looks like Bruno's wanting to, take charge as we usually see and we see from the left side player. And Louis Charles kind of, it looks like he has in his brain, like, I'm going to get that ball over to Lucas when I get it. And I do like that.
Oh.
Side out, point 10.
Missing by just a fraction.
Yep, ball is just out the back, just a tiny bit.
10, 13.
Wow. Yeah, we have this pattern of definitely cross-court dinking, and when the ball's going to Ernesto, it's going cross-court between him and Bruno, and then when the ball's going to Louis Charles, it's going back and forth on forehands between Lucas. Kind of like a traditional, traditional pickleball for sure.
Yep, I would agree. Although maybe the left side dinking happening a bit more than usual. But maybe that's exactly why they're dinking to Bruno.
Yeah. I mean, Bruno's doing a good job at still, generating some offense for himself, but definitely some strategy coming from the Lions.
14, 11.
Wow. Such a good speed up. Bruno's able to keep it so low, and he's, speeding up that ball off the bounce from a lower position as well. Still able to keep that ball in.
15, 11.
Is it a bit surprising we have not seen a timeout yet, Reese?
Yeah, I think so. I think we usually see a timeout by now, kind of regardless of what's happening, whether it's an offensive timeout or defensive. I feel like from past events we've seen, the Lions don't take a lot of timeouts. They really, have faith in their game, and if they're just making mistakes, that they're going to, be able to pick it up.
I would agree, definitely in the men's doubles team.
Yeah.
They allow themselves to settle in and work through the kinks as the game goes on. That being said, their team is down 1-0. So should the Grand River Rapids get a...
Grand River Rapids.
Interesting.
13, 1 minute.
Wonder if we had anything to... What if someone might have heard us there? I don't know. I just thought maybe we should take a timeout. Reese and Sarah might know what they're talking about. Okay.
We just spin the wheel and sometimes get lucky, Reese.
Yeah, sometimes we do. All right, so the score is 15-13 for the Grand River Rapids. Not a huge point differential.
And Reese, just at the end of last month, we actually did come together for the Wendy's Pickle Open CNPL mid-season event where we had all 8 teams appear. And in that, we absolutely had a head-to-head between the Montreal Lions and the Grand River Rapids. That's 1 point, actually. The Grand River Rapids did take that. Actually, the Montreal Lions came out on top.
Yeah, also looking at some of the stats here, the Grand River Rapids lost 2 matches at the Wendy's Pickle Open, and the Montreal Lions lost 3. Grand River Rapids being in 2nd place, Montreal Lions in 4th place right now in the standings.
You have 15, they have 13. I'll recall the score. 13-15. Points.
Oh, that's tough. Not an error we see very often from anyone here.
14-15.
Wow.
Love that right side dominance from Louis Charles Amyot.
Yeah, and that's what I was mentioning right at the beginning, how we have like 4 dominant male players on the court here. Putting one of them on the right side does not mean there will not be any offense coming from them.
Exactly. Okay, some fire coming from everyone here.
Yeah, I think that ball might have been going out. Ernesto kind of hitting that ball behind him.
Bruno taking 100% of that pretty much. And Reese, one of the things that if you're ball might be hard to kind of grasp as you're watching is when you go into that non-volley zone to grab the ball, both feet have to be reestablished outside of the non-volley zone before you can volley. So when you go in, it's advantageous to hit a very short, soft dink so that you have time to get back out.
Yep. And easier said than done. Sometimes it's not easy to get out of there in time, and our refs do a really good job at watching that. Here we're seeing some kind of loose errors coming from the Montreal Lions here near the end.
And I did see this a little bit in the, the central split, where the Lions just kind of lost focus at the end of the game.
19-16.
And Ernesto, I don't see a lot of direction or intention with those volleys.
Yeah, just kind of directly at the paddle of Lucas Wong. And Lucas resets the first one, and then he says, okay, I'm attacking this next one. You're giving it to me again.
Yep.
So we have a timeout, which definitely better late than never, I suppose.
Exactly. Why leave your timeouts on the table?
Yep, can't take them with you. Yeah, I think the Lions are looking a little bit defeated right now. I think they got to come back on the court just as focused as they were at the beginning. I mean, they're making great shots and maybe clean up some of those errors and not go for anything too crazy at this point. The Grand River Rapids are at game point. Nothing too risky.
Right, and so what we saw in women's doubles, Reese, was that the Montreal Lions were kind of spreading out the Rapids players side to side, looking for that middle opening. Here with the men's doubles team, we're really kind of seeing kind of the opposite, where the ball's just being isolated to one side.
Yeah, so many dinks going back and forth between the backhands of Ernesto and Bruno. I feel like often we see teams trying to keep the ball away from Bruno as much as possible, too.
Yep. Big thank you to our sponsors, Yola Pickleball, Club Med, C&D Pickleball Nets.
Side out, point 17.
Lucas is thinking this is not the time for a missed third.
17-20.
You know that Bruno's going to do something with that volley at that height.
And I think Ernesto thought he was going to attack it, and the off speed definitely got him.
2017.
Great return.
High third, high fifth. That's better.
Side out, point 18.
Ball just out the back there.
Yeah. Interesting because Lucas's drop was hard for Louis.
20.
You know, not hard, but gave Louis something to think about yet.
Yep.
Another body shot.
Yeah, that is one way to do it. Of course, we're not trying to hurt each other here at the CNPL, but body shots are definitely accepted. As long as you're not aiming for your opponent's head, then you're basically fine. It is a strategy for sure.
So we are in a double freeze scenario. At this point, all teams must win this game on their own serve.
Oh, no.
Side out.
And I see why Ernesto wants to push the pace on that dink. Yeah, he got a ball straight on. He was looking to push the ball wide over to Bruno to get back into that pattern. Good spot, Ernesto. Again, Lucas has taken a few chances as he's coming up through the transition zone.
Yeah, he's really explosive out of nowhere, just kind of jumping on those balls and attacking them through the transition zone like you mentioned. Oh, I do like that from Louis Charles, trying to let Ernesto, get up with him, cut that ball off in the middle.
I would agree. I like that move as well.
2019.
Wow, I thought for sure he was going to rip that ball, and he, chose to go cross court, which may have thrown off Lucas there.
So back and forth we go. Who's going to break through the freeze here? Yeah, too much pressure from Faletto.
Timeout. Grand River Rapids. 2019. 1 minute.
Okay, Grand River Rapids taking a timeout here. Not a terrible idea. Can't take timeouts with you, as we mentioned before. Looks like they're having a little bit of a discussion on how they're going to try and finish this game off here. Score is 2019.
I would say, I'd like to see Lucas establish at the kitchen hit a few dinks maybe to set up a higher dead dink coming back for Faletto to kind of jump on.
Yeah, I think I would like to see Bruno initiating the offense rather than Lucas at this point in time. So for sure, getting Lucas to the line and setting that up for Bruno would probably be the best option. Okay, looks like the Lions are ready. Quick chat with the bench there.
Grand River Rapids, non-Montreal Lions, 1.
Montreal Lions do have one more timeout. I wonder if they will get the chance to take it.
Timeout. 2019.
Yeah, they just can't afford that high third at the forehand of Louis Charles.
Well, and they're putting that pressure on Lucas, and we know that he was rushing through the transition zone, so that was a smart move.
Louis Charles really far into the middle of the court.
Interesting flick by Ernesto, and then
Yeah.
not covering the middle. Maybe expecting Louis Charles to be in the middle.
Yeah, and I just heard Louis Charles say, you know, that's me. I think he wanted to take that on his backhand down the middle as he was kind of sitting right there. Fortunately, they let that ball go.
Another game point for the Rapids.
Another high third from the Rapids.
Very
we see
high
that,
third.
Yeah, we see that same forehand put away from Louis Charles cross court.
Which team can play loose in this moment?
Side out.
Ooh, he is on it. Unfortunately, Louis Charles just puts that ball just out the side there.
2019.
He definitely read that speed up from Bruno.
Oh,
Side out.
with the high fifth, I'd love to see one more reset.
Definitely some urgency, maybe from Bruno.
19, 20. Football. Point.
Wow.
Ooh, and they get a point on a football to get to that
Wow.
20th point.
20, 20.
Sharp catch from Joanna Van Berken.
Side out.
That's tough.
Both teams wanting this game to end. Both teams not wanting to give up anything here.
And there it is for the Grand River Rapids. What a battle from the Montreal Lions, though. And, you know, I thought that was such a great game, and it went exactly, you know, how I expected between both sides.